Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about maps. And if your business has a physical location like a store, office, cafe, or even a pop-up event, adding a map to your website isn't just a nice touch, it's absolutely essential. A map helps your visitors find you faster, builds trust, and makes your site instantly more professional. But here's the catch, not all maps are created equal, and in this video, I'll show you 3 different ways to embed a map in your one-page site and which one you should actually use depending on your use case. We'll look at the fastest way to get a map up and running, the most customizable option, and even the most performance optimized option that won't slow down your site. You'll get a side-by-side comparison of load times, design flexibility, and what's best for mobile, plus clear step-by-step instructions for each method. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly when to use each approach and how to make your location easy to find without sacrificing speed or style. Okay, let's dive in and show you how this all works. Okay, so we've signed into our Onepage account and we have this demo page pulled up. And what we have here is an empty section. So within this section, we're going to demonstrate how to add different mapped options into this section. The first one that we're going to show you is the free option that's built in natively to Onepage using OpenStreetMap. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this plus button. And then we can just search for different elements. I'm just going to search for map and go ahead and select it. As you can see, we have this nice map put right into our page within this blueprint section. If I click into the map, we can actually customize some of the options here. And I'm going to show you how this works. So we can set the initial zoom. Right now we have a location in San Francisco. But I'll zoom in here. I think this looks nice. We could change the theme. We could do a default theme, a light theme, which is sort of like a gray, and then a dark theme. I'm just going to go ahead and stick with the default. I just want to show you the different options. You could control the radius, and you can also make it full size if you would like, which, as you can see here, when I click this, you get a full screen on the page, which looks really nice. Now, what I want to show you here is how to add your business location using OpenStreetMaps. Because this is an open source software, you're likely going to have to add your business. So if I search for OPHQ, we're just going to say is Onepage headquarters. We're not going to see anything here because this is like a custom location that this map is not aware of. So it's really easy to get your custom location with OpenStreetMap, and I'll show you how to do that now. What you're going to go ahead and do is go over to openstreetmap.org. You can create an account for free. And then what you need to do is add your location to the map. So I'm zoomed in here on my location. It's really easy to go ahead and add your location. All you need to do is go ahead and edit. It's going to pull up this map and all the elements on the page are now clickable and we can add our location to here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to hit point. I'm going to click on the building that is my location. And you could choose from a bunch of different options like cafe, fast food. I'm just going to just choose cafe. We're not a cafe, but just to show you how this works. We're going to put our common name and we'll do OP space HQ. Okay. And now that we're done, I think that's all that we need to do. We can like fill out all this other information like does it have interconnection, telephone, website, et cetera, et cetera. But for a safe example, I think this is sufficient. We can go in and hit save and we have to put a brief description. We'll say Onepage HQ. Okay, and now we can have someone review it if we'd like. We're going to skip that. We can just go ahead and hit upload. And these changes should be live in just a minute or two. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch back to our Onepage account and see if we can now find OP space HQ in our Onepage map feature. Okay, so it's taken a minute for our new location to show up on OpenMap, which is possible because it does update periodically. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a location that we added yesterday, which is just Maker Thrive. So we did the same process here. We added this business Maker Thrive and we put it at the building next door. And that is showing up. Again, it can take a little bit of time for the map to propagate and update. So what I'm going to come back and do is come back here to Onepage. I'm going to search for Maker Thrive. Okay, and I found it. Perry Highway, United States, Wexford. That's it. And there we go. We now have this pinpoint on our location. And we're able to do this for free here with this maps integration in Onepage. I'm going to go ahead and make it full size because I think that looks really nice. And just like that, using OpenStreetMap and the Onepage integration with OpenStreetMap, we added our business and now it's showing up here on the map and we have this beautiful map on our page. Again, we can change the theme if we'd like dark. That matches our website better, or light, also default. But this looks really good. Next up, I'm going to show you the integration with the Google Maps API. and I'll show you how to use that. So if you have an existing business that's already listed on Google Maps, you can easily bring that into your site and show that location or show any other location if you would like. So next up, we'll show you how to do that. Okay, so next up, we're going to show you how to embed this map using the Google Maps API. This is also free in Onepage, but just as a FYI, you may incur costs from Google. I will give you some more information about that a little later on in the video. So the first thing that you need to do is head over to developers.google.com and create an API key. Once you have an API key, you can click here, you can show the key and copy the key, and then we'll need to paste that into our application here within Onepage. If I come back to Onepage, I head over to Google, we're seeing that none of our maps are displaying because we don't have our API key in. So if I paste my API key in and hit submit, we should see this page reload, and now our Google Maps is working. If we click into the map, we can again change the theme. There are many different themes here available, including satellite, night, silver, retro, which all look really nice. And now we can search for any location on Google. So if I search for Sheets Wexford, which is a local business near me, and hit enter, it went ahead and found this business because it is part of the Google Maps API. So it can find any business that's listed in Google Maps. So this is super powerful. Again, we can do full size if we'd like. I think this looks really nice. We can choose the density. We can reduce landmarks if we would like. We can reduce labels if we would like. Put the roads on and off if we'd like. So there's a lot more customization options within the Google Maps versus the free option. Again, you have to have a Google Maps API key. For normal website traffic, you have $200 in credits from the Google API, so this should be sufficient. But just be aware that you can incur costs from the API if you have a high traffic site or if the map is rendering a lot of times on your page. So that's the Google Maps option. I'm going to show you a third option now as well, which is embedding a Google Maps or any other map solution like Mapbox directly into your site using custom code. This process will be quite similar and it's easy to do. Just so you know, you do have to be on the essential plan within Onepage to use this feature, which is embedding custom code. Okay, so let's jump into this and show you how this works. Okay, so right below my map section I just added with the free option in Google Maps Embed, I have another blank section. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and hit the plus button to add a custom element, and I'm going to type for code, and we see this custom code option. So I'm going to go ahead and select this, and I'm just going to pause here, and I'm going to move over to the Google Maps Embed API. This is where you can generate a custom map using Google Maps. You could also do this with another service, like I said, like Mapbox. We're going to use Google Maps here for the sake of example. So this is pretty easy. It embeds an iframe in your site. You've got the width, the height, the style border, the loading, and all this stuff. And then what you can actually do here is click here to add in your API key. And then this is the location. Right now, it's just a Space Needle in Seattle, Washington. You could customize this to be whatever location that you would like. So I can just go ahead and copy this. I can head back over to our Onepage. I can click into the code block and I can paste this in here. Now we can see our map showing on the page. Since this is custom code, we can come in here. We can edit the code. We can make it bigger. Let's go ahead and open this. Get the code block here. There we go. So we can make the width, let's just say 900. And as you can see, the width got much bigger here. We can do height equals, let's just say 600. There you go. And as you can see, the map is updating in real time as we edit this code. So you can put in custom, width, custom height, different borders. You can change the location and all kinds of different things with the custom embed. Again, you're not limited to just Google Maps, but any third-party map provider that use custom code, you do have to be on the essential plan in Onepage to make this all work. Okay, so now we have both methods. I'm just going to go ahead and hit update here. And what's going to happen is this is going to publish our site so we can check out how it looks. Now, this is our Google Maps through the Onepage integration. This is our Google Maps embed. We didn't customize the embed option too much here, but you can do full customization to make it full width or match your page style and site. But these are all working great. They're responsive, so they look good on different screen sizes, and this is all working correctly. Okay, so in this video, you learned why maps matter and how to add them to your Onepage account. And we used 3 different methods showing the different strengths of each. The Onepage map element, which is the OpenStreetMap, is free. There's no setup or API keys, and it's super fast. You may need to add your location to the Maps database. The Google Maps API uses the official Google Maps API. It's high reliable and has global address support. It could be slightly slower due to external script loading. And just be aware there could be additional costs if you go beyond the $200 credit the API gives you. The final option is custom code using Google Maps or Mapbox. You embed via iframe or custom JavaScript. It has maximum customization and you can use any map service. And for advanced users wanting full control over design and interactivity, this may be the best option. I recommend you test each method, choose the one that best fits your needs, whether it's speed, style, or flexibility. And remember, a well-placed map improves usability, builds trust, and helps visitors find you with ease. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Drop any comments below and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any other videos like this one.